There's a lot going on of different things. Oops. So I do shank sometimes.
If we're going to have a little hierarchical model of what's going on,
I'll be thinking about bringing this arm in maybe. Try not to move too much that way. My release is too early. That was my little fade attempt. I'm just dropping a little bit down. I think if I can get that underneath. If I drop my elbow behind me.
okay.
I know it was a bit fat, but that felt better. Oops.
So there's the stance.
Uh-huh.
Heels, balls of the feet. This is already quite intriguing. You've got a double peak, so you're loading twice.
Yeah. Do you like that? Is that good?
Depends. The problem we've got is the pressure's taking too long to shift. If I shift my pressure dynamically, it gives me a license to move, and I've got stability in movement wherever I want to go. But if that's really slow, just in response to how I'm moving, if I want to speed up, I'm unstable. Okay, because I haven't got the foundation. Because basically what that pressure is doing, it's really just an indication of the vertical force. That's the force vector. Where it's moving, how fast it's moving, and when it changes direction, they tell us where you are shifting directionally at any moment in time. So your pressure is initially like this. It's moving very slow. The vector's going that way and you're going that way. And then it takes a long time to change direction and go this way. Whereas here, it's shifting straight across. It's going bang, bang, like this. And then not only does it do it there, it shifts very quickly and it does this. So essentially what I've got is I'm shifting my pressure from side to side and it's creating a real solid base. And not only a base for stability, it's providing the force and it's angled back at my centre of mass, which creates moment arms to rotate me and elevate me. So now I can rotate, shift, go up and down, and I've got a solid base by moving pressure quicker. How we do it, that's the burning question. You're missing the change of direction, which is going to let you control the low point without losing it and now having to use your body to find it. That's essentially what's happening. And what we're going to do is just do the wrecking ball. Start over here. Right, so keep eye contact. I'll go first. Just get it more vertical, that's it. Just keep eye contact. That's it. Nice. Just vert down underneath your chest. So it's going up and down. There you go. So that's going back and you're shifting forward. That low point's way ahead.
Shall I use my knees more?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, absolutely. Love it. Look at that, you see. Starting to drop and pop a bit. Take that and do it again for me on there. We're going to find out how you've adapted to a release pattern and habitualised to it, and how that's going to now basically prevent you from doing everything we've just trained. If you love the coaching and want to experience the effects of the training that you see with our pupils, you can purchase the GRFI system yourself by following the link in the video description. You'll get all the equipment and a 2-hour download covering all the fundamentals, exploring your movement and how you can use the ground and create those all-important ground reaction forces and transfer them through to clubhead speed and experience the gains that you're seeing in the videos. Because your release pattern ain't going to let this happen.
Yeah.
So this is going to help us recognise how we load the tissues. I just want you to feel this rotation and this drop. And then just spring yourself off back onto here. You can see the foot even wants to twist. It's all working in the opposite direction of where you're going when you load, so you can spring off. The last place you want to be going is this way as you're loading. Okay? So we're doing the opposite of what you normally do. No golf swing.
Okay.
You're just going to be jumping back onto here. No golf swing. Just jump back onto this onto this step. Onto that step. We want force back onto this step, not forward. So you've got to drop in and then jump off. There you go. And there you go. Yeah, jump in. Perfect. You can stick your hip out, really load your hip to get some more power. There you go. So this hip, you can twist that. Yeah, that's it. That's going to load your foot in there and you can twist off and just spring off it.
It's funny when you say no golf swing.
I know.
Because it just changes the whole exercise, doesn't it?
Now, it should be sending you this way because in a golf swing, your club's going that way. So you've got to be able to counterbalance the force. Just look forward and do it. And then just let your shoulders twist. That's awesome. Nice. Stand on the pressure plate and have a swing. No ball, just have a swing. Yeah, fantastic. And again, that's all right. So what are you feeling there?
A little bit out of control.
Good. That's how it should be, because it's a wild move compared to what you do. Any feeling of control is probably taking you back to what you used to do, because that's how you recognise control.
Yeah.
It's just different, that's all. Have a couple of shots, just playing around, exploring movement. So your mind's just more on, yeah, what you're feeling with your movement. Well done. So what we're going to start to look at now, we're going to move up the chain. This is good. You've just been so used to having such high tension in your arms.
I think they're still there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's going to feel different in a minute in terms of taking the tension out. Just have a look at this. See the difference where, look at the pressure now. As you're swinging up, the pressure starts to, watch this, the club's going up now and the pressure changes direction. So the pressure's going back to the left side and you've got the club still going up. You're so used to moving upper body mass and everything below starts to react. We're getting this working and this can now react. And when I go to the arms, that's when you'll feel like, yeah, the club can just react because there's so much, at the minute, you've been used to controlling that quite a lot. This is good. You're just exploring body movement. Yeah. Nice. So here, 1, 2, and then 3. You can just let yourself fall into it. Nice, yeah, and both knees, just let both feet, just bend your knees, so you've got nice. That's enough, you don't even have to, yeah, you don't have to go much.
Still feel I'm moving the upper body, but then just
well,
having the confidence to move the board, because it actually doesn't take a huge amount to move the board, does it?
No, not when you do it like this, efficiently. Yeah. Keep your grip nice and firm, Darren, and just relax your elbows, that's it. You shouldn't feel any more tension in your elbows than that in the swing. And then just roll your shoulders for me, up and shrug them and just roll them back, that's it. You can let this thing freewheel a little bit from the arms so the club can swing. So we're not trying to resist movement to control the club. We actually want this to be even looser. And then what happens is it reacts and it trails more. If I firm up this up to try and control it, it rotates with me and it slows me down. And now the chances are it's going to take over. If this is relaxed, it reacts to me. And actually it's going to trail for even longer. So if we want a later hit, we need to do the, instead of trying to create a later hit and hold it or anything like that, we actually want to let this go even looser and it trails for longer. All we've got to make sure is that something's moving earlier. Awesome. Hold it there. You can let your elbows just fold and there's your finish. So you don't need to make loads of swing. So from here, your arms you don't need to be kind of going around here. You've already hit the ball, just let your elbows fold. Let the weight of the club just fly over your shoulder. So you can let your arms now just freewheel, yeah, and let them leave your rib cage. Let them leave your rib cage. Let them swing freely. You can leave your body and swing the club over the shoulder. Yeah, brilliant. Good, but too slow. That would have been this.
Yeah.
As opposed to the one previous.
Yeah.
So we've got to recognise this. You can't go missed. Oh, that was good. That was better. Because once we get the freedom of the arms, once we get the tempo, you can start to tap into the body movement. If you're shifting the pressure quickly, 1, 2, 3. Well done. And then you've got a bit of a recoil of the club. So now there's some momentum. Your club did this. It came back again. Yeah. Because you're tapping into the elastic properties of your movement. So we're starting to see a little bit more dynamism from your body. And then this opens up an opportunity to use the body and get into these exercises. Go on, really forward press. Push your hands forward. Use the wrists. That's it. Fantastic. Well done. And you recoil the club. There you go. And let yourself drop into that 3. There. Brilliant. And then you can... That's it. And then you just, whenever you feel ready, you just clip it away. But you've got to, whoa.
You just need to know where the ground was.
No, you don't need to know. You don't need to know. Awesome shot. Look at that. You've got to trust your body a lot more than you give it credit for because you don't need to know where the ground is.
Oh, okay.
You flushed it, you didn't need to know. Because you stood on it. Your body knows where the ground is. Nice. Well played, Darren. You need to go through this little exorcism, okay? Because these demons that are in there, which are holding you back and wanting to take you back to this place, so you have to go through this process here of drop it. There you go. Drop into your left side more now. Drop foot. There you go. And then you can spring. There you go. Trust it though, don't try and process it, don't over process it. Just get yourself shifting on the board. There we go. Look at that golf shot. Different?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Let it drop. Nice finish. In front and hold it at parallel there roughly. Parallel to the floor. So the reason being you've got control over the club. Big forward press.
Oops. That felt tight.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That's okay. Put the club there, behind the ball. Just do your 1, 2. Push forward on 1, rock back on 2, and then the club goes. So it's 1, 2, and then you'll let yourself stand up and swing it.
Right.
So it's so much later with the golf club. Yeah, and then you've got so much more time with the body because you're always ahead of it. Yes. Awesome. Different feel to that one?
Yeah.
If we take the club away so early with the body, everything's moving together. How do I now speed up the body in front? How do I change my sequence? So you remove the body, remove the club, way after. So you'll have actually started your push off, which you stand up to then throw the and then the club reacts. Then the club leaves the ball. So you push forward and you've got your 1, 2, and your club's so much later reacting. Fantastic.
Yeah, that was nicer. That bit.
It was lovely. Oh, that's nice. Probably your best swing, that one, I think, so far.
Yeah, felt stretched there.
Looked lovely. What I want you to do is make sure you get full extension. Your toes, everything points down. Nice, and it'll return you. Off you go, drop in and spring up. Good. This is training that left side because you know it needs to compress. Well, to compress, it needs to be able to recognise what it does when it decompresses. Because you decompress by pushing off the ground. You've decompressed in the past by just firing early.
Yeah.
And now that was a cheat mechanism. That's fantastic. There you go. That's awesome. Sharp.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
Very good. That was nice. Look at your finish. I know you lost your balance, but it took you into that place where your left leg wanted to support you. It wanted to push off the ground and create a force this way to support you going that way.
Yeah, yeah.
It wanted to counter because you took yourself into the brink, and then it wanted to get you out, so it pushed you back out of there and let the club go, as opposed to everything kind of moving together and just decelerating slowly. Very good. Grab your driver. Let's have a go with that. Awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, that felt all right.
Different?
Yeah.
That was like a rocket. Awesome.
Yeah, so I don't mind doing a bit fades, but
If you want to go draw, you've just got to push up on 2 and drop into 3 more for the draw out to the right. You don't have to aim out there. It's just giving yourself that opportunity to drop into 3. Out to the right more. That's it. That's fantastic. There you go. And you can do it a bit more, do it a bit less.
yeah.
Perfect. What a golf shot. I don't see many better drives than that on here. None of this, none of this.
That makes golf more fun, doesn't it?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Oh, yeah.
That was brilliant. Thanks, mate.
There's lots to work on.
Yeah.
But it's there, isn't it?
It is there.
Yeah.
The thing is, right, what you've done is you've had absolutely no problems with all the exercises. So the components are all there. The competency is developing because your capability's there. It's just, like you've said, and don't doubt yourself. It's like you can do all the exercises. It's just you've been living in a golf swing for the last 6 years. It's a habit. And you've been used to trying to control that. You've been trying to regulate that system. Now you've just got a completely different system with so much more potential, but you can trust it because you're giving the body what it needs and the body will provide the answers. It will piece it together like that. All you've got to remember is where you are in space and what this might relate to. I need to go more to the right. Yeah, that's my 3. And 1, 2 helps me. And then what about after my 3? Oh, I need to go there. Right, now I know the journey. Let's get in. I want to feel it. Right, yeah, off I go. So you're just encouraging it to happen. And then with more and more practice, it becomes more recognisable and you become so attuned to it, you can feel it inside out. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks again. Cheers. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Brilliant.